So now I'm really pleased to introduce you to the HESTIA Ultimate Home System, which is our 7-inch control panel bundle. So here's the box that you get at your local wholesaler. You get the 7-inch panel, doorbell, 2 entry sensors, 2 shock sensors, 2 remotes and a motion sensor. On the back you'll find all the technical stuff, what's inside the box and system requirements. Now, it's important to remember the HESTIA app as well, which is key to our system, which can be found on the Google Play app and the App Store. It's also compatible with Alexa, Siri and Google Assistant. So let's open it up and see what you get inside. On opening you will see a window sticker, which is free with all the bundles, and 2 metal deterrent signs. Now we only supply 2, but if you want to contact your local wholesaler, they'll be more than happy to help you out. Also a quick installation guide and the panel itself. So let's pop it out, turn it on. Here's the main HESTIA panel interface. All your sensors can be found in here, arm and disarm. Within the bundle itself, you can find all the individually packaged accessories, the motion sensor, plug sockets, and the mains wiring and plugs and sockets as well there. So here we have all the products out of the box itself. We have the HESTIA 7-inch control panel, remote control, vibration sensor and the door sensor. Now in the bundle you do get 2, however we've just got one out for the video to show testing. We also have the motion sensor, 2 metal deterrent signs, window sticker, screws and plugs, cable, socket and mains wiring capabilities. Now I will show you how to pair each of the sensors onto the panel now. So on the home page of the panel you have away, disarm and home. This section here is for the fire alarms, which will be shown in a later video. But now I will show you how to pair each of the sensors seen below. So you go into the sensors section.
Please enter the code.
Enter the passcode of 1234. This can be changed at a later date. So to begin with, we'll pair the doorbell, which can be seen here. So you come into the doorbell section. Add.
Please trigger the accessory.
Now to trigger the doorbell, once you have purchased it, it will come with a sticker. So you just pull that out. And then press. And the doorbell is now paired. Now the next one we'll do is the entry sensor. Sensors, add entry.
Please trigger the accessory.
Now for the entry, you just want to pull it apart like so, and the entry is now paired. The next one is the vibration sensor or window sensor. So to add this one, click add. Safety.
Please trigger the accessory.
Now for this one, same again, there should be a little plastic sticker, you just pull that out. The vibration sensor is now paired. Finally we'll move on to the remote control. The remote control has its own section in here.
Please trigger the accessory.
Same again, so you want to click the middle button on the remote control. And now all the sensors from the HESTIA bundle are now linked and can be tracked through the panel itself. Finally, we will add the HESTIA motion sensor into the panel itself. The motion sensor can be found under Sensor, Add, Motion. Now the motion sensor is a little trickier to pair. You need to take off the back plate, and there is a little off and on switch in the middle. So to pair, click the pairing process,
Please trigger the accessory.
and you just want to turn the motion sensor on. And the motion sensor is now paired and ready to use with the panel. So now we have the HESTIA UK app loaded onto our mobile device. Now this can be found on the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store. So now you have the app loaded, we are now going to pair the mobile device into the 7-inch control panel, which you just paired all your sensors to previously. So we load up the app, add device. Now on the app you can see numerous panels, home security, fire and safety, doorbells, etc. But for today we are just focusing on the panel itself. You want to come over to the panel.
Please enter the code.
Enter the sector section. So you've got the Wi-Fi section here, which is one we are focusing on today. So you want to begin the link process.
Setting up. Please wait.
So as you can see, the app has already detected that the panel is ready for pairing, so we'll begin the process. Enter your Wi-Fi password. Now this process can take up to 60 seconds, but usually it takes around 30.
Successful.
That was nice and easy. As you can see, the HESTIA panel is now added to the mobile device. So now that you have successfully paired the mobile device and the HESTIA 7-inch control panel, I will now show you where you can find the previously linked sensors within the app so you can then rename them. So you come into the accessories category, you've got entry, motion, controller and doorbell, as these are the ones previously linked. Now to rename any sensor, you want to click into the sensor itself, sub-device name, you can change it to whatever you like. Save. Now that you've renamed it, we can now test any of the previously linked sensors. I will now show you how the remote control works and how it works with the mobile and the panel itself.
Security system activation countdown.
So now we begin the security system countdown. You get a notification. It begins counting down on the phone and on the panel itself.
Disarmed.
Disarmed. Now for testing purposes, I will also show you the SOS button. It will be rather loud, but it's good to show.
Disarmed.
And you can disarm using the controller, the app, or the panel itself. So now that everything is paired together with the mobile device, I will now show you how to arm the system and what will happen if a sensor is triggered once the system is armed. So I will show you how to arm it using the panel this time. So just click away.
Security system activation countdown. Please exit.
So the countdown begins, giving you 40 seconds to leave the house. Now you can change this to your own option if you like. You can have it shorter or longer, but this is what it comes preset as.
Security system armed.
So now we can see that the security system is armed. This option is suitable for when no one is at home, so the alarm will sound when any detected device is triggered. So for the video purposes, I will use the entry sensor today. So now that the entry sensor is opened, the alarm begins counting down and will eventually sound once the countdown is changed. As I said before, you can change the countdown. This is for anyone who wants to have an alarm system and wants to leave the house, say, for a quick purpose. So as you see there, the panel sounds, notifications are present on the phone, and the app itself lets you know that the entry has been opened. So now I'm going to show you how to pair any of the SafeTech orange or red range into the HESTIA control panel. Now to pair the alarms, like I said, it does have to be the orange or red range, as these have RF frequency capabilities. Another thing to mention is all the HESTIA products are compatible with Alexa, Siri and Google Assistant. So for training purposes here, I'm going to show you one of the orange range. This is our mains powered 3-in-1 interlinked. So to begin with, you want to clear any previous pairing that might be on the alarm from testing. So to do this, you want to hold the button for 4 green flashes. So now any previous pairing that you might be picked up in testing is now cleared, so we can now pair it to the panel. If you want to come into the sensors,
Please enter the code.
sensors, add. Now all the fire and safety products will be under the safety category. So safety. Now you want to begin the pairing process.
Please trigger the accessory.
Now for the alarms, it's just 1 click. Now once it's done beeping, the 3-in-1 smoke heat and CO detector is now paired into the panel. Now, in this category here, this is where you find the silence and testing for any alarms that you have linked into the panel. So now that the fire alarm is connected into the control panel, it can also be found on the app as well, but we do have a specific fire alarm category in the panel here.
Please enter the code.
So this category here is where you can silence and test any of the RF alarms that you have linked into the HESTIA system within your house. So now I'm going to show you how to pair the HESTIA gas detector into the HESTIA control panel. This can also be tracked through the app as well. Now the gas detector, unlike other sirens and sensors, does have to be wired using the plug provided. So to pair the gas detector, it has to be powered on and plugged in for 180 seconds to warm up. Once it is done so, the green light will be steady, meaning it is ready to pair.
Please enter the code.
So once again, we come into the sensor section, add, safety, begin the pairing process.
Please trigger the accessory.
And for the gas detector, you just want to click it once on top. And now the HESTIA gas detector is paired to the panel and the corresponding app. So now I'm going to show you how to pair the HESTIA SOS button into the control panel, which will also display in the corresponding app connected. Once again, come into the sensors section.
Please enter the code.
Sensors, add. Now the SOS does fall under safety, so once again, safety, begin the pairing process.
Please trigger the accessory.
Now for any new HESTIA product, you can pull the tab out, press once. Now the SOS button is added to the panel, and then you will use the app once again to rename it to the SOS. So now I'm going to show you how to pair the HESTIA garage door sensor. Within the package itself, it does have screws and instructions on how to install the metal aspects of the sensor, but for today's video I'll just show you how to pair it into the panel and the corresponding app.
Please enter the code.
So you come into your sensor section once again. Now you can add it into anyone, but I recommend safety, and then you can rename it to the garage door sensor within the app. Begin the pairing process.
Please trigger the accessory.
Once again, pull the tab. And the garage door sensor is now paired into the HESTIA panel and the app if you have it connected to your mobile device. Now I'm going to show you how to pair the HESTIA signal extender using one of the accessories we have previously linked to the HESTIA panel. Now the HESTIA signal extender does come with a backup battery, but it does have wired capabilities as well. So you want to get the signal extender and pair it on. All the lights will flash. Now what you want to do to clear all the previous pairing is to hold it for a few seconds. All the zones will appear, which is what we want. And then we want to set it to programming mode. So you want to hold it for 4 beeps and all the lights will flash. So now it's in programming mode. So now what we want to do is select a zone which we will add the accessory to. So for today we'll use zone 1. There we go, zone 1. And now you want to trigger what accessory you want to extend the signal to. Today we'll use the entry sensor. So as you can hear from the slight beep, it is now paired into the extender. Now we'll exit programming mode by holding it for 2 beeps. Now when the accessory is triggered, the signal will extend to the signal extender. There we go, signal extended.